He didn't look like a killer, and that's what made him so terrifying. By day, he was a soft-spoken former teacher. By night, he claimed he was on a mission from the devil. Welcome to True Crime Kenya. Between 2008 and 2010, Kenya watched in disbelief as Philip Onyancha's name crept from whispers in back alleys to screaming front-page headlines. He wasn't a gang lord. He wasn't armed. He was something far more chilling, a man who said he killed to serve an unseen master. Onyancha claimed it all began in secondary school, when he was initiated into a cult. Whether anyone believed that didn't seem to matter to him. What mattered, he said, was that the cult demanded blood and he obeyed. He targeted women, often sex workers, sometimes young boys. He lured them into cheap lodgings or quiet rooms, strangled or suffocated them, and walked away with their belongings, and allegedly with more power each time. For 2 years, he blended in like static in the crowd, teaching classes, buying groceries, living among the very people he was secretly hunting. No one knew he was scattering bodies like discarded secrets across Nyeri, Thika, and Nairobi. His undoing came in 2010 after a 9-year-old boy vanished in Nairobi. Police traced phone records, closed in, and caught him. What followed stunned the country. Onyancha calmly led detectives on a grim road trip, pointing out places where he dumped bodies like forgotten rubbish. In court, the nightmare dragged on. He smiled at cameras, talked about spirits whispering orders. Psychiatrists declared him sane. Lawyers claimed his confessions were coerced. Judges tossed out evidence. Years slipped by while the families of his victims sat in cold courtrooms, forced to watch justice crawl. And still, he sits behind bars, waiting out the slow churn of the system. Many of the murders he confessed to may never see a conviction. But let's be honest, it was never just 17 bodies. They were people. They had names, laughter, dreams, families who still keep their photos on living room walls. Most were women working Nairobi in thicker streets at night, trying to survive the kind of poverty that doesn't ask for permission. They left home saying, "I'll be back in the morning," and never returned. Days later, their phones went silent, and their children stood in doorways, waiting until the waiting turned to grief. One was a 9-year-old boy from Nyeri, a quiet kid who loved football and brought his mom wildflowers he picked by the roadside. He vanished walking home from school. His mother searched for weeks, clutching crumpled photos, begging for answers until they found his small body tossed away like something disposable. For years, their families lived in limbo. No justice, just whispers. They were treated like statistics, while the man who took everything from them grinned at the press. And even now, many of those mothers still sit on doorsteps at dusk, staring down empty roads, like maybe this time she'll come walking home. They don't care about cults or demons. They care that their children never got to grow old. Thank you for listening. Until next time.